What is up, guys? It is John of the Game Master Guys here.
Guess who's back? Back again. Sparkster's back. Tell a friend. That's right, guys. I'm Sparkster28, back on the Game Master Guys. It has been so long. I am so happy to be back.
Yep, and funny enough, I decided to at least bring this series back a little, or at least try to do a little restart to this. I remember months back, I used to do a thing called the Thoughts on Sonic Mania run through, and it turned out decently. But then there was like some hiccups on the way, starting from one of the later zones, and then I didn't really want to redo that part a lot amount of times, so I just gave up the project as a whole. But then since you've returned, and since you're a Sonic fan, a really big one, I think it's best to have you for this whole entire Let's Play here. So yeah, and
I agree.
and fun fact, he's actually a much bigger Sonic fan than I am. I do have to admit, you played a lot more. I don't know. You may know a lot more. Who knows? But you've been a Sonic fan longer than I have. So
yeah, I've been a fan since I was 3 years old, and I'm 28 now.
Yep. well, for me, I've been a Sonic fan for only like 8 years. Yeah, so it's something. But anyways, so I guess to give our brief thoughts of the game so far. Now, I'm pretty sure it's quite obvious already, but this is actually just one of the best Sonic games that I've played for the recent years. Even though this was done by the fans of the Sonic ROM hack community, or at least the people who've developed some 2D Sonic games that are like well known in the past before, which is quite good. And Christian White is also well known for porting Sonic CD and done the remasters for Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 for iOS and Android devices, and he did a perfect job. So yeah.
This just goes to show you that most of the time the fans know what the fans want more than the actual companies, and the fact that the actual company brought the fans on to help them with a game, that's good.
Exactly, and that's what Sega is trying to do that right now. But they have a good a direction for classic Sonic, but for modern Sonic, however, they're just lost. But
yeah, I haven't played Sonic Forces yet, but from what I've been hearing mostly mixed things about it. But it is not the saving grace that 3D Sonic needed, that modern Sonic needed. It still needs a saving grace, and at this point, I don't know if it's really going to get one.
Well, we'll just have to see for the future Sonic announcement that's coming up quite soon. But anyways, as you guys can see here, this is the opening for Sonic Mania. I know it's been played twice, but if you guys hear in the background music, they actually have different themes. Like the first one, it was composed, at least it was made by Hyper Potions, and I believe for this one, it's been done by T. Lopez, aka the composer and arranger for Sonic Mania, and he did a fantastic job with the music overall. Especially with the remixes. But yeah, but this opening here, I really like it. It just reminds me of Sonic CD a bit, and that's what they're trying to aim for, but with a slightly different art style. And it just brings a joyful moment with classic Sonic that everyone loves. So
It does, yeah.
Alright, so without any hesitation, we're about to get started. This will be a bit interesting here, since I'll be showcasing at least all three playable characters in some type of way. So if there's like moments that you never normally see in the game, that's just thanks to the power of editing. So you'll see what I mean later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's all my safe house here. Yeah, I love this game so much. I got all the Chaos Emeralds for each character. So, and we're gonna start off the Angel Island. At least, doesn't this remind you of Sonic 3 a bit? Well,
oh yeah, it definitely does.
I wonder what's going on here. But so far there's the mysterious Phantom Ruby, which sadly didn't really get explained much. I did, but not as much as you'd think later on.
Yeah.
Well, at least in a later game. And now we're in Knuckles' perspective, and we're gonna start actually with Knuckles, since apparently Knuckles happens a lot sooner after Sonic and Tails' moment. With Knuckles' playthrough, there were some slight changes to the levels, similar to how Sonic 3 and Knuckles were with Knuckles' story, but yeah. Anyways.
I've only played as Sonic and Tails so far. I haven't, Sonic and Tails together. I actually haven't seen this Knuckles intro. That's interesting.
Yeah. Now we're starting with Green Hill Zone Act 1, and yeah, it's another brought back zone. I know Sega has a huge fandom for this stage, but You know?
Yeah, it's like every game they make. Oh, we got to put in Green Hill. We always got to put in Green Hill Zone.
Sure, it's pretty iconic, but you know, just give it a break, Sega.
They're overusing it. It's iconic, but they're really overusing it to the point where it's like we get it.
Exactly. But anyways, we transferred to the first transported to the first special stage here, and oh my gosh, to be honest, I didn't know when I first saw this, like, because they did reveal a snapshot of this during the SXW thing, whatever event, some event of some Sonic panel that happened last year, and I believe, I'm not too sure, and they revealed a snapshot of a random special stage, and with how it worked. And I just gotta say, even though this is a popular opinion, but I do agree this is actually one of the best special stages that Sega has ever done, or at least the Christian Whitehead developers, because it has a mixture of Sonic R and Sonic City all together, and then it's just great. But
yeah, just in Sonic CD, if you jump too late to try to hit the UFO, it would disappear.
Exactly, and. And that's what the point of special stage is. You just gotta catch the UFO, and you grab the blue spheres to go faster, rings to extend time. You know, it's pretty basic stuff. It won't take that long to get used to, but
yeah. For most people.
Yep. And so this is actually your first time seeing this type of level design, right? Or at least for Knuckles' side.
Yeah, like I said, I've only played as the Sonic and Tails combo. I haven't played as a Sonic solo, Tails solo, or Knuckles solo. So, yeah, wow, they really changed things from Knuckles' stage.
Yeah, it's just only for the beginning portion. It gets familiarized later on, but.
Oh, okay.
However, like I said earlier, there is some Knuckles routes exclusively to him, but there is not as much as you expect. Most of Knuckles' gameplay is still similar to Sonic and Tails' routes, so it's not a complete different level design. But
okay,
I'll try to showcase all the Knuckles routes, I believe. Hopefully I know them all. There isn't really that many, but we'll see. And as you can see here, now we're at Sonic's path. But,
oh, okay, yeah.
But anyways, well, now during the first time when this was revealed, I was actually quite surprised to at least see that they would actually bring back classic Sonic in this type of formula with the sprites and all that, and one thing that impressed me the most is the sprite animations, because of how many frames that they put into it. Like, it's so smooth. It's like but and now we're just at the first boss here. It's pretty basic.
It's actually being a common thing now to develop games nowadays that are in the classic style, because it brings in, you know, those games usually turn out to be very well, and it brings back that nostalgia feeling for people who have actually played those games back in the day, like me.
Yeah, and I guess it proves to show that gameplay still matters and not graphics. So.
Oh hell no! It's never. It should always be about gameplay. I mean, I've played games that have good graphics, but the gameplay was terrible. So.
Yeah. And then eventually, and after this, now we're gonna see it slowly transition to Sonic and Tails' story. So yeah.
All right.
All right. So this is how now. I bet this is now you're most familiarized with, but.
Yeah, this is what I saw.
So there's the beginning. The level design is slightly similar to the original, but just some twists and changes.
God, I remember when I first played this, man. Even at the title screen, my jaw was just. My jaw was on the floor. I just had this huge grin on my face. It's been a long time since the game's done that for me. Before that, the last game to do it to me was, which I'm still playing, is Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, that's still a great game overall. But like when I first saw this in the debut trailer, like I kind of thought of you a bit. I've been wanting to hear your reactions right away, just because this is how similar to the Genesis style Sonic was, and I'm sure most fans were also happy too to see this type of Sonic return, and not just like classic and modern together like Generation did. But however, I do know that fans actually wanted a classic Sonic exclusive game after Generations when they brought back classic Sonic again, and it did happen after all. So yeah.
I still find it funny how they say like Sonic Forces isn't Generations 2, and yet what's the next thing to do? Oh, look, classic Sonic's playable. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
You're making it. You're kind of making it sound like it. I mean, I know it's not, because if it was Generations 2, they would have had to bring in more, more classic levels from other games.
Yeah. But it's hard to say what Forces is overall, since it's not really Generations 2. There is some formula changes, or at least with levels.
Yeah, it's just the next entry in the 3D modern Sonic era.
But one thing I just don't want to see, I just don't want to see classic Sonic in a modern Sonic game again. At least seeing those two together for a while, because I think it's best to have.
Yeah, you see how much they're overdoing it now.
Exactly, because they're relying on like nostalgia too much, and at least just for.
Because that's the only way they can make a good game nowadays, it seems like, is to make it a classic style, which is actually pretty sad.
Yeah, it just seems like it's. Yeah, the funny part is that they're now having fans develop the game instead of actual developers from Sonic Team, and it's just sad how that, like I said before, like it shows that how fans truly know how to make a Sonic game, unlike the actual developers of the team. But yeah.
Yes, sometimes that's just what it takes. You gotta bring in people who know what the fans want, which is other fans.
Yeah, but it's kind of good. It's actually good Sega's taking that route, because they're at least trying to save their franchise. They don't really want Sonic to be completely gone.
No, this is something I grew up with, so it pains me to see the turn that the Sonic series has taken. There are some other companies out there I can think of that should also take the advice and let the fans help them with some games, but they don't. They end up taking down fan games. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Nintendo, obviously.
Yep.
Nintendo should take notes. I'm just saying, Sega's doing that. At least they're kind to their fans. Like if Sega sees a Sonic fan game, they'll support it. They're like, I don't care. But Nintendo, Nintendo puts them to court.
Yeah, they're taking down some that even I was following.
Yeah, I remember when they took down let's see, it was like one of the Pokemon Gen 2.
Pokemon Uranium.
No, it wasn't Uranium, but it was. What was it? It was a Game Boy Color ROM game. It was. I can't remember specifically, but like.
Are you talking about another Metroid 2 remake?
No, it wasn't that one. Well, that's one of them as an example, but I'm talking about it was like a Pokemon ROM hack that took years to develop, but.
Oh.
Was it Prism? I think it's Prism.
Yes, it was Prism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I heard that was in development for a very long time, and then they just had to take it down without.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyways, I know we're getting a bit off topic here, but well, that's just true though. Like, one thing I just hope that Sega at least caters the modern Sonic fans by having modern Sonic. Like, have the Generations modding team and the Forces modding team to develop the next Sonic game, but they can do that.
If they want help with the 3D modern Sonic games, bring in some of the people who are making that Sonic World game.
Yeah, they should, at least. They did a good job with it. Sure, it's not perfect.
That's a great game so far. I've played a little bit of it. It's pretty fun having all those characters and, all different abilities. Bring that stuff back.
Exactly, and then the level designs more open. It's fun. I just want to know what the next step of modern Sonic is after how Forces went, but we'll see.
You want to know what they should do with modern Sonic?
What?
They need to bring back like the Adventure 2 style, where you can play multiple characters with different abilities. All we have nowadays is just playing as Sonic and Sonic.
Exactly.
And all you do, and I'm like, it's just, run through the stage as fast as you can to get to the goal. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. But, a little variety would be nice, I'd say Adventure 2 did it best. You had the levels where you raced through the stage, you had shooting levels and treasure hunting levels. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's nice to have variety, but I just feel like they don't really have confidence with other characters to at least how they portray them, I suppose.
Sadly, yeah, they don't seem to have too much confidence in making other characters playable, so they just put them on the sideline and, you just play as Sonic now.
Yeah, but earlier, as you guys saw, we went to a Sonic 3 special stage type of thing, and those are basically bonus stages in this game. And I believe you need around 26 rings, to activate the checkpoint. But
oh yeah, the special stages from Sonic 3.
Yeah, I'm not really too fond of that, to be honest. Like, I don't mind Sonic 3 special stages, but I just don't like how they're considered bonus stages and they take a while to beat. And still to this day, I don't really bother completing them all because you just get extra modes out of it. So it's not really my interest. But
same here.
so I won't be showing them much in this gameplay. But there may be accidentals, but who knows? But overall, you won't be seeing any. So. Right now we're fighting the Death Egg robot, funny enough. But I really like the Green Hill variations of the music and the background aesthetics. Like,
yeah, it was really nice to see all that.
And now we have beaten Green Hill Act 2.
Alright.
It's Green Hill, so there's really not so much to say. We've seen it a million times, but...
Yep.
However, there's the hard-boiled heavies. Now look... Now they're like the new robots in this game, which is pretty cool to see. I don't think you really see much of Eggman having much, I guess, henchmen or whatever. But
yeah, nowadays the only henchmen you see of Eggman are Orbot and Cubot.
Yeah, pretty much. They're not bad, as you could say, but
they're kind of more comic relief.
Yeah, more of a comedic type of thing. But anyways, I guess we're gonna end this off here, folks. I hope you guys did enjoy the first part of Sonic Mania. Stay tuned for part 2, where we go through Chemical Plant as with Tails. And any last words, Chris?
I don't really think so. I mean, it was nice seeing Green Hill again. I just hope, but I'm probably going to be wrong about this. I hope in future Sonic games they just really stop overusing Green Hill because it's going to get to the point where it's no longer nostalgic to see it. So yeah.
Well, it's been a high complaint for a while. They should at least have a hint, at least take a hit by it now. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.
Bye, everyone.